Reading Practice, General Supervising Activities, prepared by Hammad Al Khayari. 1. Project Planning and Scheduling. Develop project timelines. Coordinate with architects, engineers, and contractors. 2. Budget Management, prepare and monitor project budgets. Ensure cost control and financial accountability. 3. Team Coordination, lead project meetings and briefings. Assign tasks and responsibilities to team members. 4. Quality Assurance, establish quality standards and protocols. Conduct regular site inspections and audits. 5. Risk Management, identify potential project risks and develop mitigation strategies. Monitor and address issues as they arise. 6. Client Communication, serve as the primary point of contact for clients. Provide regular project updates and progress reports. 7. Compliance and Regulations. 1 page, ensure adherence to local building codes and regulations. Maintain necessary permits and documentation. 8. Resource Management, oversee the procurement of materials and equipment. Manage workforce allocation and scheduling. 9. Performance Evaluation, assess team performance and provide feedback. Implement strategies for continuous improvement. 10. Reporting and Documentation, maintain comprehensive project records and documentation. Prepare final project reports and summaries for stakeholders. 11. Stakeholder Engagement, identify and engage project stakeholders. Address stakeholder concerns and feedback throughout the project life cycle. 12. Conflict Resolution, mediate disputes among team members or stakeholders. Implement conflict resolution strategies to maintain project momentum. 13. Training and Development, facilitate training sessions for team members. Promote professional development opportunities within the team. 2. Page 14. Change Management, manage changes in project scope, schedule, or resources. Communicate changes effectively to all relevant parties. 15. Sustainability Practices, incorporate sustainable practices into project planning and execution. Monitor environmental impacts and promote green building initiatives. 2. Site Inspection Objectives, ensure project progress aligns with timelines. Identify and address potential issues early. Maintain high safety and quality standards. Actions. 1. Conduct regular site visits, schedule weekly or bi-weekly inspections to monitor progress and quality. Document observations and any discrepancies from the project plan. Engage with site personnel to gather feedback on potential challenges and suggestions. 2. Ensure compliance with safety regulations and building codes. 3 page, review and familiarize yourself with relevant safety regulations, OSHA, local guidelines, and building codes specific to the project location. Check that all workers are wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE. Verify that safety protocols are being followed, including proper use of machinery and adherence to emergency procedures. Inspect scaffolding, ladders, and other temporary structures for compliance with safety standards. Conduct safety briefings with the site team to reinforce protocols and address any ongoing concerns. Documentation, maintain a site inspection log detailing dates, findings, and action items. Record any safety incidents or near misses and follow up with corrective actions. Compile a checklist for compliance with building codes and safety regulations to streamline future inspections. Follow up, schedule follow-up inspections to ensure that identified issues have been addressed. Communicate findings to project stakeholders and incorporate feedback into future site visits. Use inspection results to inform project management decisions and adjust timelines as necessary. By prioritizing thorough site inspections and compliance checks, we can promote a safe and efficient working environment, ultimately leading to successful project outcomes. Quality control, QC, is a systematic process aimed at ensuring that products or services meet specific requirements and standards. Here's a more detailed breakdown of the 2 key components you've mentioned, for page 1. Inspect materials and workmanship, material inspection, incoming quality control, IQC. Assess all incoming materials to ensure they meet specified quality standards. This may involve visual inspections, measurements, and testing, e.g., chemical composition, tensile strength. Supplier quality assurance. Evaluate and monitor suppliers to ensure they provide materials that consistently meet quality specifications. This can include audits, quality agreements, and performance metrics. Workmanship inspection, process monitoring. Regularly observe and review production processes to ensure that workers follow established procedures and best practices. Operator training. Ensure that all personnel are adequately trained in the skills and techniques necessary for high-quality workmanship. Final product inspection. Conduct thorough inspections of finished products to identify defects, inconsistencies, or deviations from design specifications. To ensure adherence to design specifications and standards, design specifications, documentation review. Regularly review design documents, e.g., drawings, specifications, to ensure they are up to date and accurately reflect the intended product. Compliance checks. Verify that all aspects of production conform to the specified design requirements, including dimensions, tolerances, and materials used. Standards compliance. Industry standards. Ensure products meet relevant industry standards, e.g., ISO, ASTM, and regulatory requirements, e.g., safety, environmental. Quality management systems. QMS. Implement and maintain a quality management system that aligns with recognized standards, e.g., ISO 9001, to continually improve processes and ensure compliance. 5-page, continuous improvement, feedback loops. Establish mechanisms for feedback from inspections to inform future design and production processes. Root cause analysis. In the event of defects or nonconformities, conduct investigations to identify root causes and implement corrective actions to prevent recurrence. Conclusion. Effective quality control is essential for maintaining high standards in materials and workmanship. By rigorously inspecting materials, monitoring processes, and ensuring adherence to design specifications and industry standards, organizations can enhance product quality, reduce waste, and improve customer satisfaction. Budget management. Effective budget management is crucial for the successful completion of any project. Below are key practices to ensure that project expenditures are monitored effectively, invoices are approved in a timely manner, and change orders are managed properly. 1. Monitor project expenditures. Set a baseline budget. Establish a detailed budget that includes all anticipated costs, broken down by category, labor, materials, overhead, etc. Track spending. Use budgeting software or project management tools to keep real-time track of expenditures against the baseline budget. Regular check-ins. Schedule regular budget review meetings, weekly or bi-weekly, to assess spending and identify any potential budget overruns early. Variance analysis. Conduct variance analysis to compare actual spending against the budgeted amounts and make adjustments as necessary. Document everything. Keep detailed records of all expenses, including receipts and invoices, to ensure transparency and accountability. 6. Page 2. Approve invoices. Establish approval process. Create a clear process for invoice approval, including who is responsible for reviewing and approving invoices. Verification of deliverables. Ensure that all invoices are matched with corresponding deliverables before approval. Verify that services or products were received as billed. Timely approvals. Set deadlines for invoice approvals to avoid late fees and maintain good relationships with vendors. Audit trail. Maintain an audit trail of all approved invoices for future reference and accountability. 3. Manage change orders. Change order policy. Develop a formal change order policy that outlines the process for requesting, approving, and documenting changes to the project scope or budget. Assess impact. Evaluate the financial and timeline impact of each change order before approval. This should include a review of how the change affects the overall project budget. Communicate changes. Ensure that all stakeholders are informed of changes to the project scope and budget. This may involve updating project plans and documentation. Approval process. Establish a clear hierarchy for change order approvals, ensuring that significant changes are reviewed by senior management or relevant stakeholders. Monitor change orders, keep track of all change orders and their impact on the budget. Regularly review change orders in conjunction with project expenditures to assess the overall financial health of the project. Conclusion: by implementing these budget management practices, you can help ensure that your project stays on track financially, maintain strong relationships with vendors, and adapt to changes in project scope without jeopardizing overall project success. Regular monitoring and clear communication are key components in achieving effective budget management. 7-page effective communication is essential for the success of any project, particularly in construction and similar industries where multiple stakeholders are involved. Below are some strategies and best practices for facilitating communication between stakeholders and addressing concerns. Facilitating communication between stakeholders. 1. Establish clear channels. Set up dedicated communication channels, e.g., email groups, messaging apps, project management tools, for stakeholders to share information. Ensure everyone knows how to use these channels effectively. 2. Regular meetings. Schedule regular meetings, weekly or bi-weekly, to provide updates, discuss progress, and address any issues. Use structured agendas to keep meetings focused and efficient. 3. Documentation. Maintain clear and accessible documentation, e.g., meeting minutes, project plans, contracts, to ensure everyone is on the same page. Use shared drives or cloud storage for easy access to important documents. 4. Designate a point of contact. Assign a primary point of contact for each stakeholder group to streamline communication and reduce confusion. 5. Utilize technology. Implement project management software to track progress, assign tasks, and share updates in real time. Use video conferencing tools for remote meetings to enhance engagement. 8. Page 6. Encourage open dialogue. Foster an environment where stakeholders feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and concerns. Actively solicit feedback and suggestions from all parties. Addressing concerns or issues. 1. Active listening. Practice active listening when concerns are raised. Ensure stakeholders feel heard and understood. Restate their concerns to confirm understanding before responding. 2. Prompt response. Address issues as soon as they arise to prevent escalation. Timely responses demonstrate responsiveness and commitment. 3. Collaborative problem solving. Involve relevant stakeholders in finding solutions to concerns. This collaborative approach can lead to more effective resolutions. Encourage brainstorming sessions to explore various options. 4. Follow up. After addressing a concern, follow up to ensure the solution has been effective and that no further issues have arisen. This also reinforces trust and accountability among stakeholders. 5. Maintain transparency. Be open about challenges and potential roadblocks. Transparency builds trust and keeps stakeholders informed. 9. Page. Share both successes and setbacks to provide a realistic view of project progress. 6. Escalation process. Establish a clear escalation process for unresolved issues, ensuring that stakeholders know how to proceed if their concerns are not adequately addressed. By implementing these strategies, you can enhance communication among stakeholders and effectively address concerns, leading to a more successful and collaborative project environment. Safety Management Plan Objective: to ensure a safe working environment by implementing effective safety protocols and providing ongoing training and communication. 1. Implement safety protocols. A. Identification of hazards. Conduct regular risk assessments to identify potential hazards in the workplace. Involve employees in the hazard identification process through surveys and feedback sessions. B. Development of safety procedures. Create standard operating procedures, SOPs, for high-risk tasks. Establish emergency response protocols for different types of incidents, fire, chemical spill, injury, etc. C. Personal protective equipment, PPE. Assess the need for PPE based on identified hazards. 10. PAGE. Provide appropriate PPE to employees and ensure proper usage. D. Compliance with regulations. Stay updated with local, state, and federal safety regulations. Ensure all safety protocols meet or exceed regulatory requirements. E-reporting and documentation. Implement a reporting system for safety incidents and near misses. Maintain documentation of safety protocols, training, and incidents for accountability and continuous improvement. 2. Conduct safety meetings and training sessions. Safety meetings. Schedule regular safety meetings, monthly or quarterly, to discuss safety issues, updates, and improvements. Encourage open communication where employees can share safety concerns and suggestions. Use these meetings to review incidents and discuss lessons learned. B. Safety training programs. Develop a comprehensive safety training program for new hires and regular refresher courses for existing employees. Topics may include fire safety, first aid and CPR, hazardous materials handling, ergonomics and safe lifting techniques. 11. PAGE. Utilize a mix of training methods, classroom, hands-on, online modules, to accommodate different learning styles. C. Emergency drills. Conduct regular emergency drills, e.g., fire drills, evacuation procedures, to ensure all employees know how to respond in case of an emergency. Review and evaluate the effectiveness of drills and make necessary improvements. D. Evaluation and feedback. After each training session, gather feedback from participants to assess the effectiveness of the training. Use evaluations to identify areas for improvement and to enhance future training programs. E. Recognition and incentives. Create a safety recognition program to acknowledge employees who contribute to a safe work environment. Consider incentives for teams that demonstrate a commitment to safety and a reduction in incidents. Conclusion. Effective safety management involves the continuous evaluation and improvement of safety protocols, alongside regular training and open communication with employees. By prioritizing safety, we can create a healthier work environment and reduce the risk of accidents and injuries. Project documentation guidelines. 1. Maintain project records and reports. Project plan documentation. Create a comprehensive project plan that outlines objectives, scope, timelines, and resources. Update the project plan regularly to reflect any changes or adjustments. 12. PAGE. Meeting minutes. Record minutes from all project meetings, including attendees, discussion points, decisions made, and action items. Distribute meeting minutes to all stakeholders promptly after each meeting. Status reports. Prepare regular status reports, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, summarizing progress, challenges, and next steps. Include key performance indicators, KPIs, to measure project health. Financial records. Maintain detailed records of project budgets, expenses, and financial forecasts. Document any budget changes and the rationale behind them. Risk management logs. Keep a log of identified risks, their assessments, and mitigation strategies. Update the log as new risks emerge or current risks evolve. 2. Document progress and changes. Change logs. Implement a change log to document all changes to the project's scope, timeline, and resources. Include details such as the date of the change, who requested it, and the reason for the change. Progress tracking. Use project management tools to track milestones and deliverables. 13. PAGE. Regularly update progress against the project timeline and adjust plans as necessary. Feedback and review documentation. Document feedback received from stakeholders during project reviews. Track how feedback is addressed and any resulting changes to the project. Lessons learned. At the end of the project, compile a lessons learned document highlighting successes, challenges, and areas for improvement. Share this document with the team and stakeholders for future reference. Final project report. Prepare a final project report summarizing objectives, outcomes, challenges faced, and recommendations for future projects. Include documentation of all final deliverables and their acceptance. Best practices. Consistency. Ensure that all documentation follows a consistent format and style for ease of understanding. Accessibility. Store all project documents in a centralized location that is easily accessible to all team members and stakeholders. Version control. Use version control for documents to track changes and maintain an accurate history of project evolution. Regular updates. Set a schedule for regular updates to all documentation to reflect the current state of the project. Collaboration. Encourage team members to contribute to documentation efforts to ensure comprehensive coverage of all project aspects. 14 PAGE. By adhering to these guidelines, you will maintain thorough and effective documentation that supports project success and facilitates clear communication among all stakeholders. Problem solving in construction is a critical skill that ensures projects are completed on time, within budget, and to the required quality standards. Here are some strategies for identifying and resolving issues that arise during construction, as well as making decisions on modifications to plans. Identifying issues. 1. Regular inspections. Conduct frequent site inspections to identify potential problems early. Look for discrepancies between the work performed and the project plans. 2. Open communication. Foster an environment where team members feel comfortable reporting issues. Encourage open dialogue among workers, subcontractors, and stakeholders. 3. Review feedback. Collect feedback from the construction crew and project manager regarding any challenges they encounter on site. 4. Monitor progress. Use project management software to track timelines and milestones. Any delays can signal underlying issues that need to be addressed. Resolving issues. 1. Assess the situation. Gather all relevant information about the issue. Understand its impact on the project timeline, budget, and overall quality. 2. Consult experts. Involve specialists or experienced team members who can provide insights or solutions to the problem. 3. Develop alternatives. Brainstorm multiple solutions to the problem. Consider the pros and cons of each option. 4. Implement solutions. Choose the most effective solution and create a clear action plan. Assign responsibilities and set deadlines for implementation. 5. Evaluate outcomes. After implementing a solution, assess its effectiveness. Learn from the experience and document any lessons for future reference. 15 PAGE. Making decisions on modifications to plans. 1. Review contractual obligations. Ensure that any modifications comply with legal and contractual requirements. 2. Analyze impact. Consider how proposed modifications will affect the project's timeline, budget, and quality. Use project management tools to simulate changes. 3. Engage stakeholders. Communicate potential modifications with all relevant stakeholders, including clients, architects, and engineers, to gain their input and approval. 4. Document changes. Keep a detailed record of all changes made to plans, including reasons for modifications, approvals obtained, and any adjustments to timelines or budgets. 5. Communicate changes. Ensure that all team members are informed about modifications to plans and understand how these changes affect their responsibilities. Conclusion. Effective problem-solving and decision-making in construction require a proactive approach, open communication, and thorough analysis. By systematically identifying issues and considering modifications thoughtfully, construction professionals can navigate challenges and contribute to the successful completion of projects. 2. Commercial buildings. Site preparation. Supervise land clearing, grading, and site utilities installation. Structural framework. Oversee the erection of steel or concrete frameworks and ensure compliance with design specifications. Mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, MEP. Monitor the installation of MEP systems, ensuring integration with the building's design and functionality. Compliance and inspections. Coordinate with local authorities for inspections and ensure adherence to building codes and safety regulations. 16 PAGE 3. Infrastructure projects, e.g., roads, bridges, earthworks and grading. Supervise excavation, embankment, and grading activities to achieve proper alignment and elevation. Material testing. Oversee the testing of materials for quality assurance, including soil, asphalt, and concrete samples. Structural integrity. Monitor the construction of structural components, such as beams, columns, and decks, ensuring they meet engineering specifications. Traffic management, implement and supervise traffic control measures to ensure safety during construction activities. For industrial facilities, site preparation and safety, ensure that safety protocols are followed during site preparation and that hazardous materials are handled properly. Equipment installation, oversee the installation of heavy machinery and equipment, ensuring alignment with engineering plans. Process systems, monitor the installation of specialized systems such as conveyors, piping, and fluid systems. Operational testing 17 PAGE, supervise the testing of systems and equipment to ensure they operate efficiently and safely. 5 Renovations and remodeling, demolition, oversee the safe demolition of existing structures, ensuring proper disposal of materials. Structural modifications, monitor any changes to load-bearing walls or structural elements to comply with safety standards. Interior design and layout, supervise the implementation of new design elements, ensuring that they adhere to client specifications. Final inspections, conduct walkthroughs with clients and inspectors to ensure satisfaction and compliance with local regulations. 6 Environmental projects, e.g., parks, wetlands, site assessment, supervise environmental assessments and ensure compliance with ecological regulations. Landscaping and habitat restoration, oversee the planting of native species and the restoration of natural habitats. Erosion control, monitor erosion control measures and ensure they are being implemented effectively. Community engagement 18 PAGE, coordinate with local communities and stakeholders to ensure project alignment with public interests and concerns. Supervising activities and infrastructure projects 1. Site preparation, oversee land clearing, grading, and soil stabilization, conduct regular site inspections to monitor land clearing operations. Ensure that grading operations are performed according to project specifications and local regulations. Verify that soil stabilization techniques are effective to prevent erosion and ensure adequate load-bearing capacity. 2. Material testing, ensure quality testing of materials, asphalt, concrete, etc. Coordinate with material testing laboratories to schedule timely and thorough testing of all materials. Review and approve material test reports to ensure compliance with project specifications. Implement a tracking system for material quality to identify any deviations from standards promptly. 3. Traffic management, implement traffic control plans to minimize disruption during construction, develop comprehensive traffic management plans that outline detours, signage, and safety measures. Communicate plans to local authorities and the community to keep them informed about potential disruptions. Regularly assess traffic flow and adjust plans as necessary to minimize congestion and ensure public safety. 4. Environmental compliance, ensure adherence to environmental regulations and standards, review all project plans and procedures to ensure compliance with environmental regulations, e.g., EPA standards. 19 PAGE, conduct environmental assessments and monitor activities for compliance with permits and regulations. Implement measures to mitigate environmental impacts, such as erosion control, waste management, and protection of natural habitats. Additional recommendations for effective supervision, regular communication, hold weekly meetings with project teams to discuss progress, challenges, and safety concerns. Documentation and reporting, maintain detailed records of site inspections, material tests, traffic management effectiveness, and environmental compliance checks. Training and safety protocols, conduct safety training sessions for all personnel involved in the project to ensure awareness of protocols and emergency procedures. Stakeholder engagement, engage with local communities, authorities, and stakeholders to address concerns and provide updates on project status. By following these guidelines, you can effectively supervise the activities related to infrastructure projects, ensuring quality, safety, and compliance with regulations. Supervising activities in skyscraper construction 3. Skyscrapers 20 PAGE high-rise construction techniques, supervise the use of cranes and hoisting equipment for materials, ensure that all operators are certified and that equipment is regularly inspected and maintained. Coordinate the scheduling of crane operations to minimize downtime and ensure efficient material delivery to various floors. Implement safety protocols to prevent accidents and ensure that all workers are aware of crane operations in progress. Structural steel work. Oversee the installation of steel frames and connections, verify that steel components meet design specifications and are delivered on schedule. Monitor the erection process to ensure alignment and stability of steel frames. Conduct regular safety briefings and inspections to prevent hazards associated with working at heights and handling heavy materials. Core services installation. Ensure the proper installation of elevators, fire safety systems, and plumbing cores. Collaborate with subcontractors to ensure compliance with building codes and regulations for all core services. Schedule inspections of core service installations to verify adherence to project timelines and quality standards. Facilitate communication between different trades to address potential conflicts in installation processes. Facade and cladding. Monitor the installation of external cladding and glazing systems. Ensure that materials used for cladding and glazing are appropriate for the design and environmental conditions. Inspect the installation processes to ensure they follow manufacturer specifications and architectural plans. Address any issues promptly to prevent delays and ensure the aesthetic quality of the building's exterior. 21 PAGE Final inspections. Conduct comprehensive inspections before final occupancy permits are issued. Develop a checklist of all aspects of construction to be reviewed during final inspections, including safety, structural integrity, and compliance with local regulations. Coordinate with city officials and other stakeholders to facilitate the inspection process. Document findings and ensure that all necessary corrections are made before occupancy permits are issued. Conclusion. Effective supervision in skyscraper construction requires a blend of technical knowledge, management skills, and communication abilities. Each type of project presents unique challenges and requires tailored approaches to ensure success. By maintaining a proactive and collaborative environment, supervisors can navigate complexities and drive projects toward successful completion. 22 PAGE